Hello, beautiful people. My name is Milka, and welcome to Mega Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch and all my stitching adventures. I hope that you are doing okay. Today, I want to bring you a regular Flosstube video, but first of all, I want to welcome you. Thank you for everybody that's new, and thank you for the people that have been here for a minute. Before I start showing you all the things that I've been stitching on, I want to address my latest video about my thoughts. I wanted to say that I still haven't made a decision on what I want to do, but I do feel pretty upset about it. And if you haven't watched this video, I'm going to leave it linked above. There's a lot of people that made great points about it. And honestly, I really love sharing my stitching with everybody. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's not, I think what I wanted to do was mainly to take maybe like a break or just not have a harsh 3 week schedule in a way and just create whenever I want to create, without the pressure of like, oh my gosh, I have to create a Flosstube video, all those thoughts. But yeah, I still have no decision if I'm going to leave the Flosstube community. It's still in the back of my mind and I don't know what I'm going to do. But since I still don't know, I'm just going to continue going and showing my progress and, just doing what we do. I wanted to mention that I have started and finished a couple things. I've had little adventures. It is the summer, y'all, so people get super busy in the summer. There's a lot of festivals, there's a lot of fairs, there's all kinds of stuff. The garden is super busy, especially because you got to keep up and not let your plants die, which they always look sad when you don't water them twice a day, at least here in Columbus, Ohio. All right, let's get into it. I will put my camera down and I will start showing you my whips. Okay, y'all, the first pattern that I was working on is called Moana. This is a pattern by Make It Pink. I can put a picture in the screen for it. It is very big. This is a 32 count linen in like an olive color. And I worked on a little bit bringing this area up here. This pattern has a lot of block colors. So I was just outlining. That's how I like to do. So whenever I get to a point that I don't have to look at the tablet, then I can just do fill-in. So I did this area. I did this whole area all the way up to here. And I fill it in. And I did a little bit here. I did a little bit over here. I outlined her feet. And you can barely see it, but I also have some backstitch on this area. So that's Moana. I have to say, if you like this pattern, check the description. This pattern has a lot of quarter stitches, but they do have a saga version, so that can work out for you. The next pattern that I worked on is a birthday sale that was hosted by Marcy. It was her birthday and I won this little chart and I wanted to stitch it with her and join her on her birthday sale. And I thought it was cute. It was quick. I did it on a 32 count Belfast. And it was a cut from another pattern by the Cricut collection, the spring version. And I decided to add beads instead of stitches in the middle of the pattern and in the corners. So as you can see, it has a lot of beads, which is very nice. And it looks so cute. I think this will be a cute pillow, but I'm not sure yet. So thank you so much, Marcy. And it was so fun stitching it. This was a quick stitch. Let's see what else I have in this bag. Okay, I stitched this pattern. This was a start and finish since the last time you saw me. So the fabric is a Lap and Loops Mother's Milk on a 28 count linen. Color is beautiful. I love it. I bought it at StitchCon this year. And this is how it looks like. This is Emma's Rose by Brooks. And this pattern was probably retired at this point. But this was a magazine, a digital magazine that they were selling it. But look at it. Oh my gosh. I love her. She's so cute. I love her little arch of flowers, especially with the gardening season. And I'm getting zinnias for the first time. But this pattern came out so nicely. I really enjoyed it. I really loved the little doll sitting in the chair. think I made one mistake. This pink on her, like on her skirt, was supposed to be white, and that was supposed to be pink, but I just switched it. Nobody's gonna know. It had beads, so if you can tell, she has beads on the edges of her pants. And this little bird cage was fun to stitch. I loved how neat my back stitch came out this time, because sometimes you know how that goes. But I was able to achieve that the two strands look like right next to each other, and it looks very clean, as well with the back stitch of the vines. And she has this little purse with some black beads. I just literally grabbed some stuff from the stash, but everything else is all the call for color DMCs that the pattern called. I love her. And she does look a little, how do you say, like pixelated in her face. She has a lot of color changes in her face, but you gotta understand this is also an older pattern. So I'm pretty happy with it. And I love the fabric. So yeah, that is Emma's Rose by Booksbrooks Publishing. I haven't touched this pattern, but I wanted to show you where it was because I'm going to start stitching on it, since I've made a poll on Instagram, which pattern do you want me to finish next? And this was the one that was picked for the majority of people. So this is where this pattern is at. It's called like Lemon Yellow by, I think, is Kathy Barrick. And yeah, I think this is possible. I'm kind of waiting because it gives me an autumn vibe, and right now I'm in summer vibe, like more brighter colors. But we're getting there. I have different finishes, but they were shown in the last fair video because I fully finished them and also took them to the fair. But this is where I keep my Mill Hills. This is an old DMC, like not container, I guess like a project bag. Yeah, I found it in the freebie table a while ago, but it just has like different pockets, and you just close it like that, and that's where I keep all of them. And I finished beating coffee something, love coffee by Mill Hill, and I lost a little uh plastic baggie for the beads, and I had to throw in the beads like all crazy messy, but it's okay. I just left it in here because I still haven't fully finished it completely, and I didn't want it to get ruined. But here it is. So this is how it looks, and you can see the beads. There's mainly beads around the coffee cup. The words coffee are beaded with petite beads, and then we have our regular size beads in purple. And I think we have some like, yeah, some greens and some cream. And I attached a little charm, which is a sun in this case, for morning coffee. Alrighty. The next Mill Hill that I finished was from the Holiday Harmony. This is the French horn. I've been stitching these ornaments or this series for since last year, and it looks wonderful. This has this cute little bowl in the center. But look at it, and the beautiful charm and gold. It has gold, purple, and green beads. And I believe the ones that were petite were the greens. This was the fast stitch because there's not a lot of cross stitch included in it. It's more beading. And this area right here is very easy to make. They have instructions inside the kit. All right. Lastly, I've been working on Heartfelt Dogs, and this is a bigger Mill Hill kit. Um, this is taking a lot longer, but I'm very happy with the colors. And I think I have this to the point that I just have to fill in. So all the areas are broken down. Like all this is one color, all this area is one color, and so on and so on. The background of this is all one color. And I was filling in this part of the dog at the stitching meetup on Saturday. So yeah, all these spots, There's one color and there's some beads in between. I feel like this kit doesn't really have that many beads. This is how the final look is going to be. So compared to mine, I'm getting there. But yeah, see the amount of beads? Not too many. So it's more stitching than beads. And I love this series. I love the moon one and the horses. But I got a bunch and I'm working through them. But that is Heartfelt Dogs. I often post on Instagram polls for you to vote. And my latest poll was which mail hook should I start? And everybody picked this triple scoop. So as soon as I finish Heartfelt Dogs, I'm going to start this one. This is such a cute cone. I still haven't sorted anything. But yeah, I love it. The last thing that I touched was knitting. And these are my socks. This is the first time I'm doing color work. And I haven't touched my socks since probably last year. And I wanted to touch them. I was getting the itch for knitting. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So look at my cute little sushi stoppers. They're awesome. What I did with my socks, the way that the socks were, I think one was fully completed to the heel, to the start of the heel. And I just needed to start at the heel, which I did. So this is the start of the heel and flap, I think. That was one. And then the other one was barely started. I think it just had the cuff. I am changing certain things with these socks just because I want them to be completed faster. And I also don't want to run out of the yarn. So this is the second one, which I had to reteach myself to do color works because I forgot. And so I finish all this. So from the cuff, from this line all the way to the heel flap, that's all I did. And now these socks are to the point where I can start the second process for the heel. I don't know the name, so I'm sorry. I always follow the tutorial by Crazy Sock Lady, the vanilla sock. That's the pattern that I bought, and I've done it once. Follow her tutorial and I can do it. So I'm going to try to do it again and again and again and again until I finally get it. All about repetition, y'all. And I'm not going to say this is easy. This goes very slow for me, and I got to be very careful all the time because I tend to like lose track and get lost or even make mistakes, you know? But I just got to get my Heartfelt Dogs finished because that's what I really want to do, since I did one part of the sock. And then after I finish Heartfelt Dogs, I'll probably come back to this and finish the heel completely for both of them. For these socks, I'm going in, I think they call it tandem. So I knit one part in one sock and then I go knit that same exact part in the other and go like and do it like that. So different needles, but same sessions at the same time. Just because last year I completed my first pair of socks and I completed one whole sock and then I was not wanting to do the second sock. So I got the second sock syndrome. This way I'm trying it. It's been working out and I'm going to have a pair of socks complete by the end of it. And this is just a little pouch that I got on Amazon. I can link it below if you want it. Lastly, I bought these two beautiful yarns from a place called Alpine Blue Stitches. It's a new knitting store in Columbus, Ohio, but look at this yarn, y'all. Like the color. I love it. When I saw this color, I thought of a hat. So that's what I think I'm going to make with it. A hat. And with this yarn, if like if you're in the dark and you have a blue light or something like that, it just glows in the dark. So it's pretty cool looking and I couldn't resist. The label is in here and I did not cake this up. The owner was so kind of caking it up for me and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but I can try to find it. If I don't, you can message me and we can figure it out. This is the other one. I think this is a DK and I love this purple. Look at the hot pink fuchsia color speckles in it. And yeah, purple and fuchsia, like those are my colors, and green. Love it. So I was very happy, and they feel good. Okay. Next, I have haul. This was haul that I picked up from the freebie table at the Columbus Stitch and Bitch group. There's a Facebook group if you want to join and you're in the area. You can join us. They have different events in different libraries, and we have a lot of fun, and we stitch together in community. So thank you so much for the people that donated this to the freebie table. I am so tempted to start this like right away. You already know how I am with dimensions, but this is a full kit. It's called Restaurant Lemonade, and look at it. I love the stamp look of this. It has fresh squeezed lemonade, and then it has strawberries, very summery looking, and it comes with black Ada and all the threads. It's a whole kit. It's unopened, or yeah, I think it's unopened. Then the next was this Dimensions, Charts and Charms. And the name of this, do I have it? Ovowel of Love? A vowel of Love? I don't know. This is the number. 72300. I liked it because first it's a full kit. It's closed. It brought the charms. And I loved this border. Loved it completely. Don't know if I'm actually going to make it into like a wedding sampler, but who knows. I loved it though. Thank you so much. Then I saw this little cricket collection pattern. And the only reason why I grabbed this was because of this little bird right here. Let me see if there's a picture. Oh no, there's no picture. But it's such a cute bird. And on top of it, there, oh, it's so blurry. I can't show it. It's a little bird on top of an egg. There, it's a little better. Love that very much. And then this is another cricket collection that I got for the watermelon like ship or boat. I mean, that just screams summer, and I love anything ocean theme as well, and garden theme. Then I got a little hoop. So wooden hoop, we always use wooden hoops. And then this one was a Polyvon Summer Breeze, and I picked it because the stitcher that gave this or donated it stitched it, and she saw me the pictures. She showed me the pictures, and it was beautiful. And you know, we have the quilt here, the big house, beautiful flowers. Yeah, very beautiful. And then this one's another one that she also stitched with dresses. Same theme. Paula Vaughn has a lot of pictures with quilts and stuff, and I just love the old looking dress like Bridgerton. You know, I love Bridgerton. And lastly, we have fabrics, but this was a little pouch. You know, you can put whatever in here. It was so cute and in a heart shape, like it's beautiful. And then we have different kinds of fabrics, like this fabricflare.com. I think it's printed fabric. It's an even weave, but it has dots. It's beautiful. It's pretty, very useful. Then we got some silk linen 28 count, and Touchstone is the color. This is Dawn Gray 28 count Jubilee. Witchell and 32 count Witchell linen. And it looks similar to the color that I'm stitching the Moana, and I really like that color. So, and then this is just a little piece of blue, I think. Oh, 32 count linen. There you go. And then I saw this, and I was like, okay, I can make project bags with this. So I grabbed it. It looks like fall, or it can even look like summer colors because the bright oranges. And I lost my magnetic board, and I saw this one, and I already have one, but it's full of magnets and frogs, and I took this one so I can put my extra needle minders. And lastly, these were the last thing that I grabbed. These are floss cards, but they're, I guess, acrylic. They're like Christmas theme, so they're beautiful. All right, so that was the haul from the Stitch and Bitch group, and it was all free, which is great. So thank you so much to people that donated. And after the meetup, I went into the knitting store and I ate something, and then I end up in a little cute bookstore. And I was like, okay, let me get a book, you know. So I got this book, Made of Royal by Megan Brandy. And I didn't know that this was the third book in a series. So I started reading it. And I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot of fights. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first chapter. And after I realized it was the third book on a series, I had to go to Barnes and Nobles and get the first book in the series, which is Fate of Royal. And it has a total look at my little bookmark, and it has a total different vibe of Mayor Royal. So I don't know what's going on here, like what how did we get from here to here, no clue. So I think I'm just gonna suck it up buttercup and read the first one to get to this one because I was excited to read it. So these are the two books that I got in that Saturday outing. But I just have to say that my summer outings and summer garden and reading, knitting, and a lot of things are making me feel very happy, and I am enjoying all the hobbies. The garden is producing so much, y'all, that I am so grateful. I've been struggling because it's hard to garden, y'all. It's tough. Um and but it's part of the job, and I've been cooking omelets, and I've been cooking salsa. Well, yeah, we can say cooking. Salsa that came everything from the garden. It's so satisfying to eat something that you grew from seed to the table, to your belly. It's so satisfying. Like, I cannot even explain it to you, but it brings me so much joy, even with the struggles. But I think I'm also out of my reading slump, so I'm going to be reading for sure. So that's going to take from my stitching, which is fine, y'all. I mean, it's not a race, so you gotta go with what you're feeling and what life is bringing to you. And I am the type of person that I do not like to force myself to do things if I don't want to. So yeah, I think that's all. We haven't really been doing too much. I mean, we've had a couple outings and stuff, but it's not like we're doing grand old things, just regular dinner dates and going out to the park. We love that. We love to eat a nice meal, and we like ice cream. So sometimes we go to explore different ice cream places, me and my husband, and just stitching, nothing else, honestly. Anyways, y'all, I hope you're the best, and I hope that you're having a great summer. We want to go to the Pumpkin Fest. Apparently, it's close by here, maybe 40 minutes. I think it is in Clinton Village. We want to go there because I've never seen a big pumpkin, a giant pumpkin, and we love pumpkin pie. And apparently there's something that's called pumpkin chili that I've never tried either. All this I discover, y'all, in the knitting store. You see, you got to go to places and you got to sit and talk to people. I also, something super random, I also went to a ramen place, and I was eating by myself. The hubby was working, and there's another girl across from me, like sitting and eating alone as well. And we made eye contact in a moment, and she's like, "Oh, hi, what you eating?" And I'm like, "I'm eating this ramen, whatever, the type of ramen, miso, I think I was eating, or creamy miso." And she's like, "Oh, it smells good." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. What did you order?" And we kind of like we're talking like, I don't know, 10 feet away from us. And I'm like, "Do you just want to come and sit with me?" And she's like, "Sure." And she came and sat with me, and we had a dinner together, and we were connecting. And it was funny because she's like, "Yeah, I crochet, and do massage." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're in massage school." And so random. And it was a great conversation. Like, I feel like, you see, that's why you need to be more out there sometimes and just be brave and say hi to people and talk and ask how their day is going. Yeah, connections, right? It's important for all of us, for humankind. So I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it is the fair video we're definitely going to the fair this weekend, and we're gonna see if I place. Wish me luck. And if I didn't place, oh well, but it is what it is. At least I try, right? Love y'all. Besos. Ciao.